All right, so now we get into the tail of the tape, and this is an interesting one. So we have Trevon Kroger and Antonio Allen, and we've seen Trevon Kroger on here a few times on Sioux City Fight Nights. Very tall for a super lightweight at 6'2", but this is going to be the first time that he has to deal with a guy taller than him. And when you're used to having kind of a considerable size advantage, a lot of times you struggle when you beat someone your height or taller. So I'm very curious to see how he's going to do tonight. Obviously, the hometown fighter, the younger fighter, the undefeated fighter, but also all his fights went to decision. You know, Antonio Allen, experienced, been in there, tall, long fighter, not easy to knock out. So I think it's going to be a really interesting back and forth. You know, Trevon Kroger is actually going to have to figure out how to deal with someone who's longer than him. He might even have to fight a little on the inside where he's really used to fighting, using his jab. So it's going to be an interesting fight. Now let's send it up to our ring announcer to see these guys enter the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, on now to our sixth bout of the main card. Please welcome, making his way to the ring, Antonio Allen. And now his opponent making his way to the red corner, Trevon Kroger. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is presented by 15th Round Promotion, scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the super lightweight division, brought to you tonight in part by East River Farms of Sioux Falls. Now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing black with gold, this southpaw boxer stands 6'4", weighed in 142 pounds. He is a 16th bout professional veteran, representing Philly 101, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Antonio Sniper Allen. His opponent across the ring, boxing out of the red corner, wearing pink trunks with black trim, this switch hitter stands 6'2", weighed in 138.3 pounds. He holds 3 professional bouts with 3 victories, 2 by way of knockout. Representing 605 boxing and MMA fighting out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, he is a 3-time amateur MMA champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Trevon Kid Cobra Kroger. Your referee, Kirk Drake.
Gentlemen, you've received your instructions in the dressing room. Any questions from the blue corner? Any questions from the red corner? Remember, protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard, fight clean, box at my command.
So, ready for action here on BXNG, 15th round promotions, Trayvon Kroger and Antonio Allen. So, and we've seen both of them on the network before. Antonio Allen fighting out of Philly. We've had him on a few cards from Philly. So Trayvon Kroger here in Sioux City. And right away, Trayvon Kroger landed some nice solid jabs, staggering Antonio Allen a little bit. You know, we'll see if Allen can find his footing. So there, Allen lands a good jab, and for Kroger, that might be something he's not used to, right? He's not really used to a guy jabbing him from distance and, you know, being able to get there from as far away as Allen can. So, you know, little adjustments, but he's the more aggressive guy right now is Kroger, and he's finding a home for his jab. So, and obviously Kroger has the hometown fans. He has the hometown advantage. So, there, a headbutt, a clash of heads. So coming in. So, looks like there might be even a little cut on the cheek of Kroger, which shouldn't really impact him. So, and Kroger staying busy, you know, letting his hands go in combination, which is good. Letting his jab go, putting a right or a left hand behind it, depending what stance he's in. So, good shot, good right hook, and now he's jumping all over Allen. You know, I think he thinks he hurt Allen with that shot. Allen staggered a little bit, but he's coming back. So, and for Allen, he has to stay a little bit busier. He has to stay a little more active because he's letting Kroger get to wherever he wants to get to. So, when there is a cut there on the cheek of Kroger, but it shouldn't have any impact on the fight. It's not going to bleed up into bleed to his eye. So he should be okay. You know, and I think for Kroger, it's a good first round. He found a home for some of his shots. He found his distance. He staggered Allen a few times. For Allen, you know, I think he definitely wants to get more active. He wants to get more active behind his jab. He wants to, you know, make Kroger think a little bit. And we can see with Allen, the inside's not his game, so he's got to land some stuff from a distance. You know, he weathered the storm in the first round. Now he's just got to pick it up. You know, so far, active, good action, both ways. Kroger got the first round, in my opinion, but it's not too late for Allen to turn it around. So, and Trayvon right back to work. So Allen holding on, but Trayvon working with that free hand. Okay. You know, those shots might not be hard, but You got to slip in a shot whenever you can get it. Nice hook. Sort of a leaping right hook that led him to switch stances. So another clash of heads. And for Kid Cobra against Sniper, Kid Cobra has been striking more and more frequently, but Antonio Allen he's weathering it. He's staying in the fight, staying active. I think Kroger's just getting the better of it. So. And for Kroger, he just can't let up on him. Oh, good left hand. So Allen trying to mount a little bit of an attack. Oh. So and their legs get tangled up. No knockdown. Allen was looking at the ref, hoping to get a little bit of a favor. So, nice right hook from Kroger. Good work from Kroger, letting go of a flurry of punches now. So one good thing, every time he gets Allen staggered, he goes in for the kill. So, he doesn't want to let his man off the hook. 10 seconds left. So, and I think that's another round in the books for Kroger. Active, good, landed the bigger shots. I'm curious what Greg Hackett might have to say to Antonio Allen in the corner. Greg Hackett is a hell of a trainer out of Philly. So, good action in the ring so far. We're going into round 3, with Trayvon Kroger. I think he just has to keep doing what he's doing, maybe a little bit more body attack, but he's really landing the better shots, the bigger shots. For Antonio Allen, he has to dig deep if he wants to give himself any chance to win. We're headed into round 3 of a good fight, a little bit of a chess match, but so far, for me, 2 rounds in the books for Trayvon Kroger. So, and Kroger staying southpaw, seeming to feel like he's having more success out of that position. So, Kroger wants to keep him in the corner, wants to stay working on him. Kroger a little less active to open the round. So Allen taking advantage and letting some punches go. Oh, and it looks like Kroger might have a cut on the back of his head. You see a lot of blood streaming down the back of his head. Not sure if that's from like an elbow or a headbutt. So You know, fortunately for him, that type of cut's not necessarily going to mean anything to his ability to fight. We don't know how much it might hurt, but in terms of obstructing his vision or causing a problem, shouldn't mean too much. Looks like he's got a cut somewhere right behind the ear. So, and it's still bleeding a lot, but, you know, shouldn't stop the action. So, and for Kroger, it seems that, you know, this is another thing. A lot of fighters have a hard time just knowing that they're bleeding. You know, puts them in a little bit of a frenzy. For Kroger, just has to stick to the game plan. You know, this shouldn't change anything for him in terms of how he's fighting. But Kroger definitely came out after that cut. You know, he's pressing a little more. I think he's a little more frenzied, and I'm not sure if he has a worry that they might stop the fight or it might cause him a problem, or you know, if it's just the sight of his own blood. But he's gotta just stay smart, stay disciplined, keep on the same action that he's been on, because he got himself 2 rounds in the books. You know, he's on the way to having a 3rd round in the books, so he doesn't have to change much of anything. So, and Antonio Allen holding on. 30 seconds left. Let's see if Kroger can close this round strong. Good shot. So Kroger slipped a punch, landed a good shot. Now he's got Antonio Allen in the corner. So, and that's a push. So Antonio Allen looks upset about it, but that's 3 in the books. So, and for Kroger, I think there's just, you know, there's a little worry, a little frenzy with that cut, but he's doing just fine. You know, I also work as a cut man, so I know there's probably no luckier place you could have a cut than on the back of your head, where it can't bleed anywhere into your eyes or your face, but it doesn't change the fact it hurts, it makes you think, makes you worry. So, but Kroger so far has boxed 3 great rounds. Let's see what the 4th brings us. Let's see if Allen can do anything to turn the tide of this fight.
This is the 4th and final round.
So, as our ring announcer said, 4th and final round from 15th Round Promotions at BXLG. Kroger coming out to touch gloves. Allen having very little interest at first. And, you know, Kroger now back to being disciplined. So back to work, looking like he's disciplined again. Good shot. Looks like he wobbled Allen a little bit. So, and the fans wanting to see Trayvon get him out of there, but you know, for Kroger, he's got to stay smart, he's got to stay disciplined, he's got to keep boxing. Nice jab out of the southpaw stance. It looks like his corner did a good job stopping the bleeding. Hopefully that helps him settle back and settle back in. Kroger working to keep his man on the back foot. Oh, and Allen lands a good left hand. So minute 18 left, but Allen fighting back. Kroger getting the better of the action. So Good shots from Kroger, left and right. He has Allen reeling back to the ropes, but he's got to keep that attack up. So, and Allen looks a little bit wobbled and a little bit tired. So, nice uppercuts. So, and for Kroger, some of these shots might do a little more damage if he could sit down a little more. But, right now it's accumulation. He's landed a lot of shots. He's kept a constant onslaught on Antonio Allen. And, he's got him tired. He's got him wobbled a little bit. Not sure he can close the show in the last 15 seconds, but, a good performance from Trayvon Kroger. Good back and forth fight. I have to believe, looking at this fight, that the hometown guy Kroger won. But Antonio Allen gave him an interesting test. It was a different type of fight for him. He's used to being the bigger guy, the taller guy, having the reach and the length. And this might be one of the first fights he ever had where he didn't have those advantages, so he had to find a different way to win. I think for him, this is a good learning experience because Antonio Allen has been in there with a lot of good prospects and tough fighters. So it gives him a measuring stick for where he is against other prospects. I think he came through it very well. So, we don't have the official decision yet, and anything can happen in boxing, but I have to believe that when the judges' scores come in, they're going to go for Trayvon Kroger. Fun. So, and now our ring announcer is getting back in the ring. He will give us the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of professional boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 4 judges score this bout 40-36 for your winner by unanimous decision, Trayvon Kid Cobra Kroger.
To have a quick interview in the ring with our ring announcer. Then we're actually going to bring Trayvon down for a more in-depth interview after that.
Congratulations, Trayvon Kroger, extending your professional victories to 4 now. Anything you'd like to say to all the fans that came out here to watch you tonight?
Let me give a shout out to everybody who supports me, who comes in, trains with me, lets me train them, trains in my gym, buys tickets, buys shirts, buys the pay-per-view. I couldn't be here without any of you. My coaches, my team, Jason, Ali, Kyle, Mike. Number 1, my wife, Samantha Navity. I wouldn't be here without her at all. So thank you all, but especially thank you her. And shout out 605 Boxing and MMA. We're getting it. Yes, sir.
Let's yell it one more time for Trayvon Kid Cobra Kroger. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we're going to take probably our last break of the evening before we go underway with the main event of tonight's event. followed by our feature bout. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't forget, as soon as these bouts are concluded, we are all going to the official after party of Sioux City Fight Night 4. All the way over to Buffalo Alice. It's literally like 2 blocks away. After party. Buffalo Alice, we'll see you there.
Hey, how are you doing? We have Trayvon Kroger here on BXLG in the booth. First, want to congratulate you on your win.
Thank you, sir.
Great performance. So first thing I wanted to ask you, right, we've seen you a few times. You're very tall for a super lightweight, for a lightweight. This might be the first time you've been in the ring with a guy who's taller than you, longer than you. How did that affect your strategy? What was your plan coming in?
Well, to be honest, sir, I knew he was going to be bigger than me. When I signed the contract, we were supposed to be fighting at 138. In Iowa, you get a pound, 139. Fool showed up at 145. So it was a surprise fighting a big, tall guy, but listen, I train with real big guys every day. It's just another clocking in, clocking out for me. The last 14 guys he fought were probably shorter than him, and they all beat him too. So.
Yeah, look, but right, it does change the plan because you're used to using your jab, you're used to using your length. Here I saw, you were using the head movement to land the jab. So when you got cut, you got a little cut on your cheek, but when you got cut on the back of the head, it seemed like it changed your thinking for a little bit. So what was your reaction? What were you thinking when you got cut?
Well, I'm a coach myself. I try to be the best sportsman I can be. And this guy had just been being a bad sport all fight camp, all fight week. And he'd been doing the headbutts. The cut from my head was due to an elbow in the clinch. So I saw all my own blood all over me.
Yep. And
it really just pissed me off. I was like, I gotta get my lick back in blood.
So yeah, no, I saw that, right? And for different guys, they react differently to blood, right? Some get mad, some get frenzied. But then it looked like after that round, you came back and you got back to your game plan. So now you got the win. You're 4-0. What's next for you? What are you thinking? Moving to 6-rounders? Something else? What's on the agenda?
I'm probably gonna stick with these 4 rounds for the end of the year, 2023, and then 2024. I'm looking to do some big game hunting.
Okay, so that sounds good. Well, look, anything you'd like to say to the fans at home who are watching you on BXLG TV?
Shout out everybody who supports me, but most importantly, shout out to all you motherfuckers who hate on me, because that's what really drives me. I know all y'all. Listen, Mr. Jeremy betting against me today. Give me my money. Thank you very much.
So, well, with that, I appreciate that, using the hate as fuel. So, congratulations. We are happy to stream you again on Sioux City Fight Nights. We're really excited about your future and having you on the network. For BXLG TV, Adam Glenn, Trayvon Kroger. We're going to cut into a little commercial and intermission, and we'll be back with more boxing action.
Thank you for having me, boss.
Thank you.